Talk About It Tuesday. And I'm a little late today, but I'm still determined to come on here and speak my piece. Tonight's topic is going to be about life after divorce. Life after divorce. There is life after divorce. You're not supposed to just, I know everybody gets divorced for different reasons, it could be infidelity, abuse, physical or mental, just different things, financial reasons, just, disagreements, and people, decide to get a divorce. Some have children, some don't have children. But I can speak for the fact that when you do have children, it's difficult, whether they're children, whether they're, adolescents or adults. It's still difficult. And you don't want them to, choose one parent over the other either, For the most part, you want them to love both parents, And you teach them, you continue to instill that in them the best as you can. But then, it's a big adjustment for everyone involved. Divorce is big. It's a big adjustment for the husband, the wife, and the children. But you still have to learn to live in this life after divorce. You have to learn to adjust, to make changes to your life. All parties involved. Different living arrangements, it could be a different house, apartment, different city or state. Children can live with one parent or the other, or go back and forth, or they can be adult children, and eventually they're living on their own. But they have to learn that yes, my parents were married. Yes, that's still my mother and my father, but they also are individuals. They have their own individual lives. They're going to deal with the divorce in their own way. And the afterlife of divorce. I call it afterlife because it's a whole other life. Depending on how long I won't say depending on how long you've been married, but depending on how long you've been married, that goes a lot into how you deal with the divorce, how you deal with life after divorce. And this can be from wanting to be all alone, wanting to learn about life, just different things. There's a little rabbit on the road. You can, but you can learn about, you're gonna go through different things and different stages in your new life, in your life after divorce. You're gonna go through different stages. Of course, you've already gone through the, the anger, the sadness, and everything, that you go through during the divorce. But even after the divorce, you have to learn how to live again. You have to learn how to function without that other person. They're no longer with you. And your children have to learn how to function and how to adjust with that situation as well. From, mother and father being in separate houses, mother and father, getting back in the dating scene, It's a normal thing. And that's a part of divorce. That's a part of, life after divorce. So that's just some things that you have to get used to. And it's not fair to the mother or the father when things like that are going on, where mom, dad, they're divorced, but so they shouldn't do anything, now just, give up on life, or just just cater to us and work and focus on us. Life doesn't work that way. Everyone deserves to have a life. Everyone deserves to choose how they want to live their life. You can't expect anyone to just I'm just gonna dedicate myself to this, or dedicate myself to that, or dedicate myself to them. That's not fair to them. It's not fair to the kids or the parents, because they're all individuals. And that basically shows as I'm thinking now, a big codependency. That's a big codependency, because the parents that do, oh, well, I'm going to just put all my focus on my children now that I'm not with the spouse. And I don't mean, like if they're minor children, yes, you're going to continue to take care of them and provide all their needs, of course, nurture them and everything. You're supposed to. You're still their parent. But when it comes to the point where you're like, okay, I'm going to sacrifice this, that, I'm not going to work this job, I'm not going to do this, to cater to, your different children, or different, I won't say just children, but just to cater to a certain lifestyle that you may feel that your children want or need. But that's not healthy. That's not healthy. You're not teaching them about life. They have to learn about life. They have to learn about separation from different individuals. They have to learn about adjusting and making changes. And as parents, we have to show them that. We have to show them that, okay, this is my life now. This is how things are going to be now. And you have to learn to say, okay, I love you, but, or I love you, but I'm sorry, or I love you, but, this is a choice that I made. And that's, that's life. That's part of life. God teaching that I'm not just, yes, I'm speaking, I mentioned God because I am a Christian. I do believe. But, we're taught to, love our mother and father, obey them, of course. And as parents, we're taught, to rear your children in the way that they should go, to live a good life, a prosperous life in love and health and happiness. But you also have to think about your happiness as well, because your happiness is important, because you can't take care of anyone else if you're not taken care of, if you're not happy, if you're not healthy. So you have to think about those things, after the divorce, and like, okay, I have to make these choices. I have to make these steps. I have to learn to function by myself. I have to learn to function without that other person. I have to learn to not just focus on just my children. I have to learn to focus on myself as well. Because if I don't focus on myself, then how am I going to focus on them? You can't put everyone else before yourself. You got to think about yourself as well, because you have to go through your healing process. You're making your decisions, your choices for your well-being, for your mental and physical well-being. So just think about those things if you're going through a similar situation, you're going through a divorce or have gone through a divorce, or you're in separation, or you're not sure. Just think about those things. Think about you. Think about you. And it's not selfish. Think about you. I want to thank you guys for watching. And this is Talk About It Tuesday. And thank you again, like I said, for watching, my channel. I hope that it's helping you in some way, as it helps me. And just continue to watch, continue to like it, continue to share. And I, will continue to come on here and talk to you guys and share my experiences, share what I've learned, what I've gone through, in hopes that it'll help someone else. Have a good night.